My friend Diane asked me to do a tarot reading for her. And so here we go. She did not specify the question. She did say that the draw should indicate what the time frame is. It's not really how I like to do a tarot reading. Usually I like to have a very specific question and a specific time frame, because that way you can get more solid answers, not just a bunch of generic, probably accuracies, but things that don't necessarily answer a question. But the idea here is that I will be tuned in and working to provide a decent reading for her. I am including a picture of her that she said I could include. She has a designator card. Not everybody wants or uses a designator, but she likes it when I do, so that's what I will do. And her designator is the Queen of Pentacles. So I've got to find that card and pull it out. So that's her. And now, because I've gone through the deck, I will reshuffle. Wow. This is not the deck I usually use, so it's a little unfamiliar. I usually use the felt deck. I like the art on it. She has asked me specifically to use this deck in this reading, and pretty much every reading with her, because she knows the images of this deck. The images of a tarot deck effectively are a vocabulary for a reader, and a lot of times readers have their own vocabulary. So there's kind of a standard vocabulary, and then people play on that. So okay, so here she is. This crosses her. This is what lies underneath. This is what came before. And this is what crowns her. And this is the near future. And then these also talk about the near future and action. And this card is the final outcome. Okay, so what is the frame of reference? Days, weeks, months. Okay, so it's the star card. YouTube doesn't like anything that has even that little bit of feminine nudity. At any rate, she's the star card. That is the 17 card. I have to cover that because of silly YouTube. At any rate, so let's have a look. So characterizing her is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, that's balance. Six is always balance of things. In, out. It's actually a nice, I would call it commerce. It's actually the word that I use for that card, commerce. It's inflows, outflows, balanced. This crosses her. Now, crosses doesn't mean causes problems. It actually means it's also on the path, so to speak. This is the Knight of Pentacles. He's delivering pentacles. So She didn't ask me for the question. She didn't tell me what her question is, but she might be looking for her Knight of Pentacles. In fact, let's have a look and see what crowns her. This is what's in her mind. I don't do reversals. So, all right, the King of Swords is someone, usually a man, who has mastered reason. Also represents the element of air. Air in this in the world of tarot is intellect. There's also mind, power of mind. There are actually quite a few things, but usually intellect, and a King of Swords is a powerful figure with balance and authority in mind and intellect. Okay, what goes before? Again, see, I don't do reversals because these would all be reversed. What goes before is the Seven of Swords. Okay, well, the Seven of Swords has a tendency to mean I wanted to say defeat, but that's not defeat. That is falsehood, falseness, and untruth. Somebody who's not, or something, an idea perhaps that's not correct. But it could also be someone who is actually deceptive. Deceptive is the word I was looking for. So what has gone before is something deceptive. Okay. All right, and this one, this is what's underneath. This is kind of like the history, the foundations of everything. Okay, so this is the Seven of Wands, which is, it's called valor in a lot of decks. It says you've really had to struggle and fight to accomplish the balance that you got with the Six. Okay, presumably got with the Six, but the Seven indicates that now you're having to defend those gains. Near future. Temperance. Okay, sometimes this card is called alchemy. It has to do with balancing of things. And so a balancing of things is what she should be able to expect in the near term. Okay, so now this card once again represents the person represented here, but in action. So let's see what, okay, strength. This is major arcana. By the way, this one's major arcana, and temperance is major arcana. So that's kind of nice. Strength says this is where you are, this is what you're doing. Okay, that's what that card looks like. Doesn't look like the autofocus is working very well. This is my very first attempt at recording a tarot session, so we will have to see how this plays out. Okay, so now strength in the house of the Nine of Wands. Okay, let's see, the Nine of Wands is another card that is called strength in some decks. It implies that you've been working hard and that you have used a lot of strength more than anything else. The House of Strength. Strength in the House of Strength. Wow. Okay. And this card indicates hopes and fears. What are her hopes and fears? The Knight of Cups. Okay. The Knight delivers. The Knight brings a cup. Cups are joy, fertility. So, this is what she's hoping for, seems to be. Her King of Swords, her Knight of Pentacles, her Knight of Cups. This would be my guess as to what her question is. Where's her man? Where is her man? And this is the outcome. The Ace of Cups. A new beginning. Wow, that seems to be good news. Okay, so that combined with Temperance. Diane, I think things are looking good for you. And we said 17, so 17 days, weeks, months. All right, well, I think we're there. I hope, Diane, that you feel the same as I feel about this reading. It's very hopeful for you. You've been through some stuff. You've really had to muscle it out. You've really had to deal with some bullshit. But so much promise, so much ability. And so you've got Temperance, so it's balance, and it's like you're turning everything into gold. You're turning lead into gold. And then final outcome, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Awesome.